Hello, dirty truck. I'm sitting outside my bank. Once again, like I said, Hertz is taking money from me, and this time, they're trying to do it like they legitimately were supposed to, and they're not. They got away with it before because of their the way they update their form of payment. They got away with charging me additional charges, and this company's been doing this quite a lot. I was out there at the location, and they did it to someone else who didn't even have possession of the car, and told them they want to be billed for it. They didn't have possession of it. Hertz actually had the possession of the car, so I don't know why they were billing them. Still billing them. They're just because they didn't put it in the computer. They no longer have possession of them. They told them they were going to charge them for the 3 days. That's the MO here at this company. So this is about the 301 that was taken out my account. So I had to delete that video because I made the video without coming here looking at the receipts in the car and had to jog my memory. See, this is what this company does. They do stuff and then they turn around and send you invoices talking about you owe money from way back when nobody really can no longer remember. You may not even have your actual records for it or receipts. So, and I looked in the glove compartment, and just ironically, the receipt for 9/23 to 9/30 for the Chevrolet Malibu is not in there. And I'm wondering why it's not in there. I'm wondering because I end up doing a form of payment update on the 30th, on 10/1 to update my form of payment. That's just the next day after that contract ended. Why would that contract not be in the car? Okay, so let me explain what has happened here. They're trying to pull a fast one on me. Hertz rental car has already been paid $301 for that car for the week of 9/23 to 9/30, and I'm positive for it. They slick. They think they finna get away with this, and I'm tired of them getting away with taking my money. After I deposited my earnings at 12, I deposited my earnings from yesterday at 12:17 a.m. At 12:17 a.m., the bank sends me an email of how much I had in my account. So at 12:17 a.m., I had more in my account than I do now. So I go wake up to look to see what I had on my account because I hadn't checked the email yet. And I'm like, why is it such a little amount? I thought I didn't send my earnings in, but I see I did. I go to my email. It showed me what I had as earnings. So I go on my account and see what the fuck has happened. I see this 301 from the email they sent me on Friday. How do an amount from 301 that they sent on Friday just get billed to my account after I go into the location? They sent me an email talking about they billed the card in at 4210. That card is no longer in use. And I watched all weekend. It never showed up in the account, but it showed up after this issue with this car. Talking about it maxed out on miles, take it up to the location. So let me walk you through what has happened. On Friday, this car was supposed to extend. Auto extend. That Friday morning I got up, they sent their generic message that they always do. They always send a message 2 days prior and the day of. They'll send you a text message reminding you that your car is due to extend. Keep it and we'll charge blah, blah, blah amount, or return it by the date that you got the car. Now I got that message on Wednesday and I got that message Friday. 100% positive, Friday morning. So Friday I'm riding around. I'm not thinking of it because it's going to auto extend. It's going to auto extend. 7:33 p.m. That's why I know the time, because I looked at it when the message came through to the phone. 7:33 p.m. A message came to my phone from Hertz. I'm assuming it's about the vehicle extension because they extended the vehicle. And I'm not thinking nothing of it. It came to my phone and it also came to the car dash. I just didn't hit play to hear the message. And I couldn't view the message because I was driving and I had a rider in the car. So after the rider got out, I parked to go look for the message. The message that I know came at 7:33 for text message ain't on my phone. What happened to the message that just came to my phone? Hertz sent me a text message at 7:33 about the car. And that's around the time the car gets extended. It's not on the phone. So I called the vehicle extension department to find out why the car's not been extended. That's when they give me this damn unbelievable story about it's maxed out on miles. Fuck you mean it's maxed out on miles? Well, why didn't you tell me this? I've been riding around here all day Friday, past that location, all up and down, and you wait till you get ready to extend the vehicle, and I see the vehicle didn't get extended, and I'm forced to call you, and that's how I found out that this message is on the account about the car, which is strange. I'm like, maxed out on miles. This is a high mileage company. You rent me. This is, what you mean maxed out on miles? That don't sound right. So, I didn't know Hertz had changed their work hours. I told the guy, well, the Hertz is open until, that location open until noon tomorrow. I'll just take it up there tomorrow. He said, okay, since you said it's open, knowing he should have known it wasn't open. Then he said, if not, you can just take it back Monday. So I get up Saturday early, went out there. This is when I made the video, sitting out there. Now I look at the door, I see that it's dark in there. What the fuck? Now I see they changed their work hours. They no longer open on Saturday. They was never open on Sunday. So then I called the vehicle extension back, sitting in the lot. I said, they're not open. I said, I can't do anything with this car because they're not open. So he said, well, you can keep it till Monday. I said, well, this guy, the guy I talked to the night before on Friday, he notated the account that I'm not supposed to be charged the 3 additional days. Now, he notated that. So I drove off with the car and waited till Monday. Come in there Monday, not expecting to hear this supervisor. The supervisor was on staff there that day. She was at the computer. And I'm talking about, they told me to bring the car up here, maxed out on miles. Maxed out on miles. She said, we don't max out on miles. But prior to me getting to her, I heard her say something to somebody about swapping out cars. She said they don't swap out cars. And you did mean with that, between that Chevy Malibu and this car, because Chevy Malibu, the claim got sold. So she said, we don't max out on miles. Let me take a look. So she looks the account up. She said, looks like we don't have the oil change. I'm not expecting to hear her say that shit. I know this lady ain't sitting there telling me about no motherfucking oil change. And they management here at your vehicle maintenance department had that matter straightened out, because it was preventing me from getting the vehicle extended the week prior. Because they didn't have the document, it made the car look like it needed attention, and I couldn't get the vehicle extended until they got that fixed. So it was a whole hoop line. We got that fixed, and I got the vehicle extended. So now, this the next week, which is last Friday. I'm extending the vehicle again. It don't extend. He tells me that crazy shit. I go up there, she tells me that crazy shit. Fuck you mean maxed out on miles? So she said, looks like we don't have the oil change. I said, well, I got the receipt if you need it. No, we don't need that, because I told the lady when I came in there the other day with the vehicle inspection, do you need a copy of the oil change? Because I have that. She said no. So I believe it was a worker at the location that did that after I came in there. They did something between the location and one of them ones on customer service that I talked to. It may have been the guy I talked to that had the dog barking in the background. I don't know, the one that wrote up the work order for to take the car to go get it inspected. May have been him. He had the dog barking. That's how I know they working at home. Dog barking in the background. But anyway, Hertz is trying to say they didn't get the 301. And they talking about the card ending 4210. Let me tell you what happened with that card. So that's how I know they think they finna pull a fast one. They think that card was suspended. And they think that card, they're going to try to tell me that they didn't receive the payment on that card, which is a lie. Because let me tell you why it's a lie. Because I'm sitting outside let me tell you why it's a lie. See, I told you I came in there on 10/1 and updated my form of payment. 10/1. And updated my form of payment. And they're going to try to say, when I updated my form of payment, that's the reason why they didn't get their payment for last week. That's a lie. I've been monitoring them now. Because, Hertz a while back, I was complaining about Hertz would take a payment, and then all of a sudden, a couple days later, it popped back up in the account. And it was because I complained about it and reported it, it stopped. Now when they take their payment, it comes out. So, and I've been monitoring that, and it comes out, and it's been doing it for months. A couple of months. It's been doing it for months now. So, that Chevy Malibu is due to extend every Monday. I paid for that car on 9/23. It was paid for from 9/23 up until 9/30. 9:30 is when it was supposed to auto renew, but I couldn't renew it because I didn't have my new debit card yet. Wait a minute, I had it, but I forgot when I went out there about something with the car to let them know I had the new debit card, and it didn't dawn on me that the new CVV code would cause them not to be able to extend the rental on that from the 30th up until the 8th. I didn't know that. I kept the same card number, but the CVV code changed. So when it came time for them to auto extend it from 9:30 up until the 8th, it would have been 9:30 to the 7th at that time. 9:30 to the 7th. It couldn't auto extend because of the CVV code. And then that's when I called the vehicle extension department and asked them could they update the CVV code. Now they telling me they can't even update the CVV code. I said, this is the same card number. You can't update the CVV code. I had to go back to the location. So that's how the Chevy Malibu contract date got changed to Tuesday. Now I was out there on that Monday for something about that car, and I had the new debit card then. And it didn't dawn on me that the CVV code was going to cause an issue of them getting their money. It didn't dawn on me but I didn't even think about the card having the new damn CVV code. So I end up driving off. And when it tried to auto extend that Monday, it couldn't auto extend. So that's how I ended up back in there on Tuesday. And I think that was the week I actually left the debit card at the house. That's what happened. It was either that Monday or Tuesday. I end up leaving my new debit card in the apartment. I had just got it, and I mistakenly left it in my hoodie in a clothes basket. So I go back up on the 1st to update my form of payment. They closed the contract out and been moving forward ever since. But that week that is in question has been paid for. It was already paid for. It was from the 30th to the 7th. They couldn't renew it. But when I got my new form of payment in, that's why it says, here you go. That's why it says 10/1 to 10/8. Because 10/1 is on a Tuesday. My contract was posted, my original contract, which was this one. Wait a minute, hold on. Shit, I got so much paperwork. Here we go. Nope. It's Equinox. Well, anyway, I'm going to show you the contract number. This is the contract number to the Malibu. This contract number ended when I updated my form of payment. It ended on the 1st. So, it ended on the 1st. So, if anything I owe them, it'd be for a day. But I don't know if it evened out. I think it evened out somewhere because I had to turn that car in and because they sold it. And I'm not too sure about that. But from what I'm looking at, right now it looks like I owe them for a day, $65. Because I didn't have the card to update it on the 30th to extend the contract out to the 7th. Because the contract was on Mondays. It extended every Monday. So Monday would have been the 30th. So it would have extended from Monday the 30th to the 7th. But I didn't have, at the time, I didn't dawn on me to take the, while I was up there that Monday, to go in there and have them do that. Hey, I got my new card the other day. I need to go ahead and update my form of payment. So they could have did it on Monday and it wouldn't have caused a problem. So, and I think that was the day I end up leaving my card at the apartment in the clothes basket. It was either that day or on the 1st. Because I remember I had to go back and get the card. I had to go back. Yep, sure did. It was on the 1st. I had to go back and get the goddamn card because I had left it on the 1st in my apartment in the clothes basket. I had the card on the 30th. And it didn't dawn on me when I had the card to go in there. It's the same card number. That's why it didn't dawn on me. I had the same card number. I wasn't thinking that because that CVV code changed, they were not going to be able to extend the vehicle. So, it didn't dawn on me. So, when Monday time for the vehicle to be extended, it came. And it didn't get extended. Then I called the vehicle extension. And I told him it's the same card number, but the CVV code changed. He told me he couldn't update it. Now I got to go into the facility. And that's when they had to close the contract out again just to update 3 numbers. So, right now from looking at this, it looks like I owe for a date, which would be the 30th. So, why they're saying they don't have their payment from 9/23 to 9/30, I don't know. Because you got your payment. My card, the prior week I paid, I believe, and I don't have no calendar to even goddamn look. I would have to go in the calendar to see what the previous Monday was. To extend it to the 23rd. And it was supposed to extend on the 30th, that Monday. But I had the card. And I was actually at the location. But I didn't think it wasn't going to auto extend because I had the same card number. I forgot about the CVV code. So, I had to go back out there Tuesday. But when I went out there, I mistakenly left the goddamn card at the house in my hoodie jacket, which was in the clothes basket. Which is going to lead me into the story about when they stole that damn money. So, this is lengthy, and you're going to have to just understand this shit. They got the money for the week of 10/23 to 9/30. It was paid up until the time, I think noon. Let me see. Let me look on this. I had to, and that's another thing they doing. If you rent the car at one time, it's supposed to be, you turn the car back in at that same time you rented it when your rental is over. Now they not doing that. If you rent the car at noon, they'll tell you to bring the motherfucker back at 10. So it change you out your hours that you paid for. You're supposed to get a full days. So, the Malibu, here we go. I came in there at 10/1 at 1:02 p.m. And you see when they telling me to bring it back. You're supposed to bring it back at the time you rent it. That's how it used to be. That's how it's always been. You rent it at 1, you bring it back at 1. But not no more. With this car I have now, I rented it at I'm kind of jumping off. So I want to get that in there because they shouldn't be doing that. Oh, here it is. They actually got it on the receipt. Here it is. They actually got that bullshit on receipt. I rented it at noon. They're telling me to bring the car back at 10. It's supposed to be bring the car back at 10. At noon. That's how all rental companies been. Bring the car back by the time you rent it. You have within that time frame of your rental time. And my time was noon. So then it started, this recently started. You rented at a time, they tell you to bring it back at 10. Now, I don't know what time they tell them bring it back if you rent it later at the day. But it looks like they're making you bring the car back 2 hours prior to when you originally rented it. So, back to the story. Now, this is leading on to when the money got stolen from out my bank. They received the money for the 301. Let me reconfirm that for you. They were paid the 301 for the car. they were paid their money. They going to make it believe that, I'm waiting for them to say it. I don't want them to tell me this lie. They going to try to lie and say the money got sent back because the card had a different CVV code. Nope. 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 And they were paid, and that payment was completed. But do I see it on my banking transaction? Nope. Not on my phone. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it. That payment was completed. You got the payment. Shit, they do end up disappearing off my bank account. That payment was completed. That was a payment made Monday on 9/23. That payment was made on Monday at 9/23. I didn't update my form payment until 10/1. The latest they normally complete a transaction now to actually post, it'll show pending that this charges came out. To actually post to the account, it takes them anywhere from, I would say, the next day to 5. So that would make it the 28th. But not the 1st. They got that payment. Because the payment charge was made on Monday. And it was on card ending 4012 with the old CVV code. And that was the week that guy called me, pretended he worked for Uber, and tried to take $25 and $75 out of my account through Apple Pay, but didn't get it because I had locked the card. And then, my Hertzs Bank Huntington Bank had suspended the card. And it was at night when I found out they suspended the card. And I had to wait till the next morning when they opened to get them on the phone to find out what the fuck happened. And I said, I don't want a new card number. She said, well, the only way you can keep your same card number is after you have to agree to the fraudulent charges. I said, I'm not going to do that. I didn't authorize those charges. She said, no, that's the only way you can keep your card number. This was a Huntington Bank representative, a female that told me that. She said, you have to agree to the fraudulent charges, the $25 and $75 Apple Pay. She said, but you're not going to be charged for it because it was already denied. I said, well, if I'm not going to be charged for it, okay. She said, that's the only way I can keep my card. So when I asked her, I said, well, my magnetic strip has been damaged on the back of the card. They got a little piece missing, and I don't want it to go all the way out. Can you just send me out a new card? So this is just a new replacement card coming out. This is a replacement card that they sent out. Same card number, just a different CVV code. It was a replacement card. It wasn't a new, totally different card number until after I came in with this card. I mean, it's just nonstop stealing here. So, me not knowing when I was out there Monday that I needed to go in there and give her the new CVV code caused the card not to be extended, which caused a ricochet effect of me having to go back out there Tuesday, forgot the card, and had to run back to my apartment and get the card because I left it in my clothes basket, which I started thinking whoever that was that got the new CVV code must have came in my apartment and searched my clothes and found it. That's how you got the new CVV code, because that leads into the story of what happened after I came back out there with the new card on the 1st. Okay, now, after they came out there and after I come out there, I get the new contract, I'm rolling. The 301 was paid for. They got their money for that. There's no reason they didn't get the money. Because I had the bank keep that card open. Because I told them I had a transaction coming in from Hertz. That card can't be suspended. The card was open and stayed open with that same CVV code that guy tried to steal off of. They got their payment. It was the new card that came in on the 1st is when the CVV code changed. Hertz got their payment under the original card with the original CVV code. So I want to hear how they lie their way out of this shit.